Hey guys, welcome to another FFT Arena live stream. This is March 14th, 2017, and we have a bit of a loaded card for you all tonight. Thank you all for just tuning in. I am going to I'm going to post in Discord now that Andrew already did it. You beat me to the punch. Thank you very much. I'm just going to post right here in the FF Haptics website that the stream is now live. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Cool. All right, everyone's already starting to gather in. Excellent. So, let's start things off. We got Andrew's team on top, which is known as I just want to take a look at the name of the team here for 1 second. Physical Knights on top, and on bottom we got 65 Holy's team, which is known as Two Sword Proc Funsies. All right, let's take a look at the two squads here. We got a buff lady, the Mystic Knight. A buff woman, the Mystic Knight. A buff dude, the Mystic Knight. And a buff man, the Mystic Knight. All Mystic Knight team. Awesome. As you all know, Mystic Knights are a hybrid Mage Knight class from Final Fantasy V. And Andrew came up with a bright idea to incorporate them here. And yeah, I actually personally like them. It's really cool. As for the team itself, we got an item bot Mystic Knight with Heaven's Cloud. I believe that's just to is Wind Elemental, right? Yeah, Wind Elemental. Does not boost wind, but still procs slow, which can be pretty important, considering he wants his team to have the speed advantage here. She's got good evade, good HP, suitable amount of MP as well. Let's see, she has pretty much all the items that you could want. And then for the Mystic Knight, we got Amp Dispel, Spellbreaker, and Miasma. As you all know, Spellbreaker has been moved to the Mystic Knight class, and the reason being was they can benefit from that a bit more, combined with the high weapon power with their reasonably high MA. So she's basically an item bot with she can toss around some statuses and can also use Amp Dispel to cancel charging, whatnot. And her only damaging move would be the Spellbreaker, which is not meant to do much damage at all. It's just meant to debuff. That's all she's there to do. Two-sworded Murasame. Cool. Obviously, you want to take advantage, I believe, of Kajasogi? Yeah, it's just Kajasogi as well as Masogi. Masogi is just basically the cleansing of status, pretty much. And then just Amp Dispel as well. So she's going to throw around those Kajasogis, pretty much. Quite the buff woman. It's Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. You all remember that show? Or movie? Depending on which you rather prefer. This one right here is a full physical male Mystic Knight with Save the Queen, so the auto protect will definitely come into play. For Squire, for the Guts ability, just your typical Squire stuff. You all can read here. I don't need to name off absolutely everything unless I see something important. Recharge is going to be pretty important because it keeps this guy MA up, and Shock as well because Shock would do a lot of damage from far range. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The light rogue's there for the auto regen, and then the move HP up. So we got double regen on this guy, and Chrono Trigger to make sure this guy can catch up with the speed. And finally, we got a Chivalry Mystic Knight. Cool, nice. Paladin. Land Hands would be pretty important for revival. Grand Cross. Let's see, Holy Absorb and blind immunity. Yeah, makes sense. with the 14 PA, that's actually not too bad. And the Mithril Helm, so this guy can simply just get in range. Jump +1 and Dragon Spirit. I guess just for added mobility, I suppose. Yeah. That's interesting. So we got a GC user, guy uses Shock, Double Kajasogi, and Item Bot. That's pretty much the name of the game here. Really cool to see a full-on Mystic Knight team here. Alright, meanwhile, we got for CT5 Holy, August Punch, the Archer. Oops, the Ninja. Sorry, the Ninja. Like the game, sorry. And Bahamut. Bahamuto, the Scholar. Alright, so we got something that CT5 Holy did invent from a few years back. The two swords shielded archer. Yeah, the gimmick to this guy is he's berserked thanks to the gory plate. Also has dragon spirits for the auto re-raise. Hyper wrist. Interesting choice. Yes, on the one hand, you are giving him that immense speed, and with the move HP up, he can kind of shrug off the poison damage, but not by much. But on the other hand, it can also be a detriment, considering that if the archer doesn't move at all and decides to attack, then he'll just die. Yeah, still. Still, with the high mobility going on, this guy can definitely hurt. Let's see what he's got. Just arm aim, so he can be annoying. Well, arm aim just in case the gory play should get stolen. Same thing with punch art, typical support. Nothing really special there. Oops, the Ninja. Elbow Mage Matcher. That's cool. HP and MP damage. Not too shabby. This one has Kajasogi. And draw out. I'm going to say Masamune. I'll bet you my $20. Yes, I get to keep my $20. Masamune. Everyone loves the Masamune dance. They flail their arms and legs around so fast. They get also a increasing amount of HP. Oof. Chantage is nice for the re-raise. Also, what's cool about the Chantage is that you know, it has auto protect. It has initial protect, shell, and re-raise, as well as immune to undead. So this guy, you know, kind of fast and has some good HP. Yes, it's all about the damage and how can you inflict it. Speaking of damage, this ninja right here, the gimmick behind him is the Repel Knife Don't Act proc and the Platina Dagger for the Clem Hazard combo. Angel Rain, nice for the re-raise. Damage split, a bit squishier, but serves as an item bot, pretty much. I did notice about your Ninja CT5 that you could have added some more, actually. You're like 2600 JP, and you easily could have added in Holy Water, Maiden's Kiss, and Chronos Tear. Just make them complete item bot, pretty much. That's what you probably could have done. Considering we have 400 JP left over. Yeah, still, he would do just fine. And finally, the Scholar with a two-sworded Meteor Rod. So, double Meteor proc, probably. And, let's see, what else she's got for lore in case she's not in range for attack. Regen and Melt. I think Regen can bypass through Reflect now, I want to say. I could be wrong. Who knows? White Magic, then. Raise 2 and Asuna. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Actually, thank RG for pointing that out. She has counter, so anyone tries to hit her physically might eat a double counter to the face, along with some big rocks. All right, so let's get this party started at map 86, Dolgolia Pass. All right. One improvement I want to say right now: no more freaking rain. Isn't that awesome? Now everything is nice and bright. The sun's out and blood's about to be spilled. Oh, just beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, there's a Kajasogi. That would be a problem for CT5. Considering that the archer needs to see in order to hit things. So blind would definitely be a problem. Ooh. Slow on her own Mystic Knight, but I don't think that that'll matter. Ouch! 330 freaking damage. Ooh, that really hurts. Silentcaster, we are currently watching Andrew in his physical Knights team, the All Mystic Knight team, versus CT5 Holy's Two Sword Proc Funsies, and we just got started, so you didn't really miss anything at all. Cheer up for a nice little regen. Yeah, that's the thing about Hyper Wrist. It will just, again, because the archer won't choose to run back, and as a result, he just gets killed. So CT5 definitely in some trouble, at least so far in round 1. Alright, Bahamut can't really do much right now. Shock again for the kill. More Miasma coming up. Dragon Spirit, and his archer dies. Grand Cross, Auto Potion. Miasma misses there. Welcome Gate Buster to my stream. I got 10 people in here already. Nice. Ooh, the Kajasogi MP Poison proc. Don't know if that will come into play or not for CT5, but that Amp Dispel will certainly come into play for Andrew here. And so far, small maps seems to be his domain. MP damage right there. The Scholar's still stuck raising here. Amp Cure to mitigate at least some of the MP poison damage. Racer does connect. Protection Shell just wore off. That's a bit unfortunate. Ooh! Mage Smasher. Perhaps for the cancel? Oh no! High Ether! And down he goes. Double Kajasogi. Man, that Mystic Knight actually hurts with Kajasogi. Despite not being full PA. Unintended target with the regen, but that's okay. As Andrew's got round 1 pretty much in the bag. Poison proc right there. The ninja is using Kajasogi. But he's not doing it for... He's not hitting the right status effects that he needs. Yell, of course, is a 3-directional target AoE now, so it's a lot more useful than your traditional haste. Considering it goes off really quickly, and you don't need faith or compatibility at all. There's a Clim Hazard proc, but not enough for the kill. Buff dude. Oh, a miss. The archer's gone, though. Damage split. CT5 is trying to mount something here, 4 on 3, but Andrew is at full strength right now. And the ninja is pretty much cornered. He's stuck. Oh, a block. Oh, another block. Wow, that ninja refuses to go down. And again, another dodge. Wow. That ninja is showing off resiliency. Kajasogi kill. And a don't act proc. Okay. We might see a bit of a comeback here. Maybe. It ultimately depends if CT5 can somehow capitalize on this. Misses the HP damage. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh, another miss! Another miss! I was anticipating that something was going to happen. Wow. Andrew might be in a little bit of trouble now. That ninja dodging. Another block and a damage split kill. Are you serious right now? Oh, okay. No, Clem has a proc this time. Okay, now he goes down. Man, that ninja was a trooper. Question is, though, can CT5 Holy clutch it? He has a chance here. Oh! Amp Dispel misses, so the Raise 2 is definitely going to be going off, but will it hit? That's the question right now. And it does hit, so we might just see a 3-on-3 situation. Oh, don't act! They don't act, proc! And Kajasogi! 2-on... It's 2-on-3 all of a sudden. Wow, the comeback. Those blocks really opened the door for CT5 to win here. Quite an amazing turnaround. That Scholar not doing a lot of whacking. Wait, what? What was that about? Why was she going for the Asuna? Huh? Don't know what that was all about, but in any event. Oh, re-raise! He's got to cast re-raise onto himself. Maybe serve as a bit of a distraction. Oh, sap. He was trying to give her. She was trying to give her the MP poison. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. I forgot about that. It's still not over yet, though. CT5 just has to close it. However, that Mystic Knight up there is going to run our MP for re-raise. And that Mystic Knight just grabbed the crystal, so he's back in the fight. I don't know. I mean, okay, no slow proc. I don't know. Can Andrew grind this out? CT5 is keeping up the pressure now since he's regained control. That Scala goes down. It could go right back to Andrew's favor, maybe. I don't act proc, however, but there's a bandage to get rid of it. It might have to be down to between these two, between these ninjas to close something here. Andrew's re-raised serving Gray as a decoy. Unless Oops can do something, maybe. Let's see. Will she have enough? Yep, he will have the MP for shock. I thought, oh, that's too bad. I thought CT5 was going to pull off a freaking comeback, but not to be. Wow, that was a super close first round right there. That Mystic Knight deserved a medal right there. And a box of cookies. That's it. Wow. A very, very exciting first round. Very exciting. Great way to kick off this stream here. Whew. Yes, indeed. It was awesome. Okay, so round 2. We are about to go to map 109 Bridge. Alright, so we saw a very, very close round 1. CT5, just a quick recap, guys. CT5 almost regained control after those clutch dodges from the ninja, but unfortunately, one of Andrew's Mystic Knights using re-raise as a decoy distracted CT5 Holy's ninjas long enough for Andrew's team to make a comeback of his own. So we're going to see how round 2 shapes up. This being a much larger map, both squads will be a lot more spaced out. All right. Both teams aren't in position to do anything as of yet. Double punch hitting right through the evasion. There's a shock that's coming up. A little fruit fly. Okay, block on the second Kajasogi. Oops is going to go for... Okay, HP and MP damage. Alright. Down goes that Mystic Knight. CT5 draws first blood. And a Klim has a proc. You still got the Don't Act proc in there, and the Scholar can now whack him down. CT5 might... Oh, maybe not. I was going to say CT5 might make a comeback, but... Oh, a kill, but the re-raise is happening. Oh, the block on the shock! That was a shocking block. Amp to spell misses. The Skull can get in there for a raise too. And the Ninja is fast enough. Chrono Trigger, so that means a shock. Oops is not doing anything. Raise 2 does connect, so CT5 is back in this game here. Another shock there, but yeah, this is quickly turning it into CT5's favor right here. Meteor! Alright, Crystal. Who's going to snag the Crystal? Nobody. Alright, quick turnaround from CT5 Holy right there as we move on to round 3. And guys, I know the perfect map for a tiebreaker. The Arena. Let's sell this right here. So here we go. We saw a very exciting round 1, and we saw a pretty quick round 2. We're going to see how round 3 shapes up. CT5 was able to make a comeback after blitzing Andrew's team very early. Oh, don't act and don't move. That arch is basically a sitting duck right now. Yeah, after blitzing Andrew's team early on, he was able to just quickly make that turn that around, but as of right now, it looks like Andrews is in a very commanding league. Oh, whoa. Haha. How about that? A little bit of a holy heal from the Mage Masher. That was really cool. And ouch, that Kajasogi really hurts. No damage split this time. Oh my god! Did you see that? A Mage Mash a Kajasogi heal, but it ended up don't acting the Scholar. Oh, CT5, I'm sorry that had to happen to you, man. I am really sorry, but... Oh, that was glorious. That was absolutely glorious. I'm not sure if that was going to something that could be addressed in a future patch or not, but that was still funny to see. And a Grand Cross. No, I was going to say not over yet. Oh my god, make an emoji out of my laughter? Oh god, I wonder how that's gonna turn out. I bet you it'll probably vote. I bet you it'll probably be one of those random vote icons we'll come up with later. Hey, are you implying that I'm ugly? Covering my face. Are you implying that my face looks ugly, DW? Oh, Grand Cross. I'm sorry. I was not exactly paying attention to the match, so I apologize there. And a bull rush later is finally over. Woo. All right. Well, I appreciate that, DW. Thank you. Okay. Match number 2. We got RG's team on top, known as Palomarai. And on bottom, we got Hirobo's team, which is known as Too Fast, Too Furious, 1.41 Tokyo Drift. That sounds like an awesome movie I think we all should go out and see. Okay, so for RG, he wanted me to show off this team, considering I did not exactly save the replay for him last time, but he wanted me to show off this team again this time. For those of you that haven't seen it, well, here it is right here. We got Fee, the Paladin, Nyx, the Paladin, Kyo, the Samurai, and Mori, the Samurai. Okay, so what we got here is essentially a twin team from RG here. Let's see, we got both of them are using Attack Up and Concentrate Grand Cross respectively from the looks of things. Phoenix Blade for the Fire Elemental Weapon. Flame Shield for Absorb. Gold Helm for the Block and Blind. Black Robe for the Enhance and Fire. Good stuff, good stuff. Wizard Mantle, I guess to prevent Don't Act. Okay, fair enough. Perhaps, maybe if you given him, like, combat boots, because you got Toxico, too. I'll get to why in a second here. For Paladin, we only got Lay on Hands and Grand Cross, and for Toxico, we got Blackmail and Death Sentence. RG, perhaps, maybe... Okay, Evasion's one thing. It's good to have, but maybe perhaps if you given him, like, maybe combat boots, considering this guy can move up a little bit quicker, or a little bit further, I should say, do more damage with Grand Cross, and have slightly better accuracy with Toxico. But I guess you just said in the chat right there that you don't like Don't Act happening at all. Actually, what you probably could have done, maybe, what if you swapped out Wizard Mantle for the Defense Armlet, because you can still absorb fire and be immune to Don't Act and Don't Move at the same time, and you can swap out Flame Shield with the Genji Shield, that way you can prevent yourself with Blind, and maybe Mithril Helm if you want better movement, maybe Barbuda if you want better PA, or it opens you up for a number of more possibilities for you, which is cool. This one right here is the Concentrate variant. And this one here from Square has Throwstone, Heal, and Throwstone, Heal, Yell, if I can talk. Again, Lay on Hands and Grand Cross. You could do the same thing with this guy, actually, for equipment suggestion. Otherwise, however, this does look solid as it is. Kyo, the Samurai. 14 MA, Diamond Helm. Nice to have re-raise. I guess your gimmick here is that you got Don't Act Protection and initial re-raise, which is cool, you know. It's not exactly what you call easy to pull off, but I see where you're going with this. Um, hmm. Um, I hope I'm not taking too long going over the teams, guys. I just like to talk about them for a couple minutes and then move on. If you think I'm taking too long, just say so, and I'll speed things up throughout the remainder of the stream. In the meantime, we got Bizumbo, Murasame, and Masamune. Um, Cultist Robe. Very nice. Okay, I see what you did there. And for the Black Mage, we got another Fire 2, and Holy. Hmm. Hold on. Wait. Bizumbo, and you have Holy here. Uh, Perhaps maybe you could have swapped out Holy for Dark Holy, or Bizumbo for Kitetsu, because you kind of want to take full advantage of the Cultist Robe. Considering it boosts Holy and Dark, I think that would have been a little bit better for you. Other than that, though, nothing wrong with the fire spells, considering that they heal the paladins, the absorb fire. Perhaps maybe you can swap out Nether Fire for Fire. Reason being I say this is because Nether Fire doesn't really rely on faith as much as Fire does, so maybe you might be better off right there. It's just offering a suggestion, that's all. Nothing too bad about them otherwise. And finally, we have a Summon Magic variant. And this samurai right here has Bizumbo, Murasame, Masamune. And of course, Odin. Very nice. Nice way to use death procs. Fairy for resurrection, Ifrit, and then Carbuncle. Cool. I like the gimmick behind them because you got re-raise on everyone and you got don't act protection on everyone, which I think is pretty important considering you want them to always still be doing something. Otherwise, fairly solid. These two mildly squishy, I want to say, but they'll make up with it with the damage. And these two are the tankier ones. So that's that. Meantime, we got Hirobo's team. Let me take a quick sip. Alright, for Hirobo, we got So Fast, the Thief. Too Fast, the Thief. So Furious, the Priest. And Too Furious, the Priest. Andrew, I think we can just keep these samurais at 11 MA. They really need that kind of power. Alright, so we got a pair of undeads from these thieves from Hirobo. Spell Edge and Repel Knife, a cool combo. So we got the Faith and Don't Act procs going on. Oh, excuse me. Alright, I'm guessing they're twins. Let's see, Steelheart, Speed Ruin, and then what else but Masamune? Yep, same thing. These two are twins, pretty much. A band is a curious choice considering you don't have any mantle to speak of. And obviously a mantle with a bandit would be a great combo for him. Perhaps if you given them something else? Like maybe awareness instead? Yeah, I mean, I think awareness would have worked out just as well, considering that you're not really using any evasion tactics at all. At least not from what I'm seeing. At least awareness would support that role better, because these thieves can dodge from pretty much everywhere. Otherwise, they're very fast for Curse Drain users, so they'll definitely get up very quickly. We got the Priest here with Magic Defend up. Alright, so a bit of a magic tank, I guess you can say. Let's see. Cure 4, Raise, Wall, Sunadia, and Poison Frog. So, bit of support with some stats thrown in there. And Kai Armlet, I guess just to absorb Dark and to prevent Charm. Fair enough. And we got Too Furious here. Death and Flare, and then Q4 raised to Sunadia. Fair enough. Interesting choice there. You got the Faith Rod, so either more damage with Flare or higher odds with Death. I can see that. Golden Hairpin, I'm guessing just to reduce the damage done by Holy and Dark. Which is fine. Maybe Triangle Hat might be a bit better on this girl, because you get the extra point of MMA, and you get to be immune and innocent all the while. So short charge death is very scary. Okay, let me consult the RNG here. Alright, so we are now going to map 43, the Wargilius Port. Good luck to the both of you. Alright, I'm curious to see how these will act here, considering they're low brave. We're going to see a death off the bat. 43% though, so not high odds at all. Grand Cross hits at you 1. That might be the one with Concentrate Act. Yeah, it was the one with Concentrate. That's why he was able to hit. There's a Wall. And Mori would go for Summon Magic here. There's Death. Misses though. Ifrit. Okay damage all around. Double miss right there. Oh, Fire 2. That really hurts. Thank you, Faith Rod, for being such a backfire. We got Faith proc going on, so that could be good for Hirobo. That could also be very bad, because now the Fire 2 will heal the Paladin for more. Raise 1 does connect. Another Fire. Ooh, double kill, another Fire. Very nice. Double miss there. That blind proc is helping out Lay on Hands. Nice. That blind proc is really helping out RG thus far. Damage split. And more we're looking for. Let's see, we got to see another raise 1 here. Hirobo definitely has some trouble. Ifrit, I think, hits for just enough for a kill. Lay on Hands kill, and there's a Holy. Kills the Priest, and that's it. RG takes round 1 in a very convincing fashion. Okay, so we got round 2 happening here. This will take place at map 47, Zargeus Trade City. This be a larger map. This might help RG. I want to say this will play in RG's hands, because the Samurais definitely have enough AoE where they can capitalize on them spreading out. But we'll certainly see. I mean, Hirobo could still turn things around. Speed Ruin hits. Another Speed Ruin hits. Holy goes off for near fatal damage. And black belt hits just to follow up. Ooh, counter magic poison. Yeah, the good thing about the paladin having don't act protection is the repel knife is pretty much nulled in that respect. Ooh, death heal. I've used that before. And it is a really cool way to full heal undead units like so. Ooh, 80% frog on somebody, not sure who. See, a whack that misses. Lay hands, not enough for a kill. Frog on the samurai, which works. Yeah, that blind proc on the thief is really going to give Hirobo some problems. We don't know if it's GG just yet. It's only if the priest can hit the other samurai, then it's GG. There's some bees and bow damage right there, but magic defend up helped this priest survive long enough for her to hit frog. Oh, Faith just wore off. Too bad. We would see some really high odds death right there. But death still landed anyways. Hirobo now is in the driver's seat here because of those frogs. Grand Cross heal to get the paladin back in the fight. And these paladins have no way to remove frog. They don't have Sigma magic, they don't have items, they don't have white magic. Yeah, frog pretty much sealed their fate. Those Grand Crosses, though, still hurt. More poison frogs. Now they'll slowly but surely die. Okay, Flare takes down one of the paladins. Yeah, I think Hirobo can just... If he can just take down that other paladin now, he can just sit back and we'll go to round 3. Okay, another Grand Cross. Double hit there. Yeah, Hirobo definitely has this in the bag. It's just taken a while. Death does miss though. Down goes one of the thieves, but considering the 12 speed, he'll get right back up very shortly. Oh, we do see a Murasame though. From the samurai that got back up. Good thing for re-raise. Oh, blackmail misses. Flare. Oh, damage split. And the priest is, despite having move MP up, she is running low on MP. And a thief can finally hit right through the blind. Lay on hands does hit. We're going to see another flare coming up. The samurai won't be able to survive this. She can drop the other thief, though. There's a flare. Down goes the other samurai. There's MP Restore, something that Hirobo desperately needed. Damage split. The thief gets right back. One of the undead thieves gets right back up. See, Dia Doesn't quite kill him. In fact, he has a lot of HP left. It's going to take a while to bring this guy down. And a damage split kill just to boot. He's still living, but not for long. Well, I'm glad you're having fun, Andrew. And I'm glad you think I'm fun. I think you're fun too. Alright, so with round 2 in the books, this is going on to a round 3. And that will take place at map 72, Fulverham Plains. This is our medium map. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream thus far. And I hope you're going to continue to have fun watching the rest of the stream because we got plenty of more to come. But yeah, round 2, Heroable won basically because of Frog. Not much else to say about it. However, oh, there's a flare. Damage split, so that skull is definitely going to die. And there's a speed ruin. And fire 2. Puts that priest right into critical. And there's a speed ruin. And see, a quick cure 4 from Herobo's priest. And yeah, once again to keep everyone hasted. Let's see, looks to be another Holy's coming up. Marasame, nice hurt and heal. Nice slash. Damage split, though. Excuse me. I was just busy reading the text there. There's a Holy who kills one of the thieves. Man, that thief. Super fast. And super mad. See, another Holy's coming up. And a death. Don't know if that will hit or not, but odds are that she might be able to hit that death unless Holy kills her first. No, death goes off. Heroable right back in this fight. Poison and counter magic poison. A quick Beeson Boat. Now, you think the Paladin's looking for a lay on hands kill? Yes, lay on hands combo. Another death is coming up. And a Holy Heal for an impressive amount, but that takes up too much MP for me to allow myself to heal myself with Holy. This is kind of why I don't teach Holy necessarily on a unit that absorbs Holy, because the AI tends to do that. There's a Marasame. The only way Herobo can win is if the Priest and the Scholar can somehow just stall out. I mean, Holy Heal Beeson Boat is good. But the fact that you just spend like a ungodly amount of MP just to full heal yourself with Holy, I'd rather use Cure 4. Like the Scholar just did right there. Dia, there's a damage split. Alright, down goes that other thief. And RG could be on the verge of victory, perhaps. It should simply be a matter if those thieves can get up in time and cause some havoc. Okay, and the lay on hands kill. Doesn't quite get the kill. Poison again. Counter magic poison, refreshing that HP and MP poison. Another faith status here. Grand Cross once again. Oh, this time the Scholar blocked it. Grand Cross. Now that Thief is blinded. Now, despite how fast he is, if he can't hit, he can't win. Flare, though, despite Faith, doesn't even put the Paladin in the critical. And that priest is just about dead. So is that Thief, for that matter. MP restore on that Scholar. Ooh, that Thief with Flee gets right over there. Another Thief is right back up. D-split. Ooh, crit shot. Ouch. Let's see. Besom Boat takes down that Thief. The Scholar is going to go for another death. I don't know if she'll hit or not. We'll find out. Can his Paladin cancel that? Yes, he does. And that's it. RG, congrats. You take this one 2-1. Alright, so next match on the card is we got Roloth's team on top, which is known as Zambies. And on bottom we got Coruscar's team, which is known as Frog Statue. So we got basically two status-based teams going at it here. We'll find out which one is the better of the two. Alright, so for Roloth, we got Brain the Thief, Pally the Paladin, Holly the Priest, and Jane the Scholar. Okay. Alright, so I remember him wanting me to test this team out, so we're gonna take a look at this. Brain the Thief, another one with elbow. This time the thief is using the elbow as opposed to the ninja. Elbow and Platina Dagger. Good for cleaning up opponents that are less than half health, because the Clem has a proc. 13 PA, that's quite a lot. What is Thief anyways? Let's see, Quickening, Seal Accessory. And then I know he has Snipe. Arm Aim, Seal Evo, Head Break, and pretty much all the breaks. Excluding Weapon Break, of course, because that's no longer in FFT Arena. Yeah, this guy's basically a breaker of some sort. A bit of a utility guy, but can be surprisingly damaging. With the high PA, no less. Headgear's interesting. Probably just want to have a little more HP while having some degree of PA. Ignore height, I suppose, as Thief can actually get around everywhere. That's fine. We got an Item Bot Paladin. Alright. 12 PA, not bad. Excalibur for the holy damage, I suppose. Consecration, Transfusion, and Southern Cross. And then pretty much all the items you can ever want. So all checks out there. Diamond Armor is interesting because you prevent Don't Move, Poison, and Berserk. Combat Boost is for some extra movement. Cross Helm for the MP, and Genji Shield for the PA, as well as immunity to blind. So not too shabby for an item bot. Not too shabby at all. Alright, we got the Priest here. 6-move Priest. Nice, with the Germanis boots. So she can run around and cast her spells a lot more efficiently, I suppose. Short charge Pilgrimage and absorb MP. Pilgrimage is nice because you have higher odds of inflicting statuses, of course. As a matter of fact, she has Spell Absorb. Spell Absorb is good, I guess, because you can still get some MP back. Zombie and Dispel Magic. Dispel Magic is nice for getting rid of any initial buffs. Zombie, because that's the catalyst for dun 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 Raise 2. Cure 3 is there as well in case you need to hurt and heal. Wellness, so your typical support priest, pretty much, with some high move. And finally, the Scholar. Time Magic Scholar. That's interesting. High MA, so her success rate is going to be pretty high. Mad Science, Regen. Bio 3 for the zombie procs, which is cool. Because, Cultist Robe can boost Dark, and Bio 3 is a Dark Elemental spell. So that would do a lot of damage. And then we got Haste, Haste 2, Slow, Stop, Don't Move, and Sinkhole. So basically a status mage with the high MA here. So basically the goal of this team is to inflict zombie and then kill you by which other means he can. Still Evil, Consecration, Raise 2. Anything of that sort. Okay, for Coruscant, this is her Frog Statues team. We got Frogger the Squire. Not the video game Frogger. Stone Strike the Scholar. Toadsworth the Oracle. Interesting name. And Rigor Mortis the Ninja. I think this is actually my first time looking at this team, so I'll take my time. We got a Luck Up Squire here. Wow, 7 move. Damn. Everyone's pimping out Germanis boots. Is that like a new fashion trend now in Arena? Those Germanis boots? I mean, the 2 move is just super good, and being immune to stop is just icing on the cake there. 40-40 Excalibur, obviously a new weapon here that can proc Frog with Luck Up, no less. It increases the odds of Frog hitting. You see all these skills here: Throw Stone, Heal, Cheer Up, Yell Wish. This one also has Yin Yang Magic, Spell Absorb, Life Drain, and Pray Faith and Petrify. Huh. Interesting you would give Yin Yang Magic to the Squire. Maybe something else could be better, like Item or something like that. Yeah, I think Item would have been a lot better in this guy, to be honest with you, because 40 Faith means you need some high degree of faith just to cast those spells in the first place. Plus, the AI will tend to go for a status spell if... I think the AI would just tend to go for a status spell if it knows it'll try to hit. Hopefully, the Squire would... Hopefully, the Squire can still go for the Axe procs instead, considering the high moves. I just question the secondary on this guy. I think Item would be a lot better for him. He can play as support if need be, and with a 7 move, he can get his teammates out of flight mode. We got a Scholar here. 6-move Scholar. Wow. That's really cool. 6-move Scholar. Mad Science, Regen, and Melt for Black Magic. I'm going to say just Frog. Cool. So this one also carries Ancient Sword for the Petrify proc. Huh. MA save and magic attack up. I'm guessing the MA save is just there for the higher odds of Frog hitting. I'm going to say that right now. Uh, it may be the Ancient Sword in case the Scholar feels random, that maybe that random Petrify proc can come out of nowhere. Um, the Oracle here, counter Luck Up, counter Octagon Rod. That's a cool combo. She has Flee. And Shantage for the re-raise. Holy Might Wizard Robe for the 14 MA. And she has Spell Absorb, Pray Faith, and Petrify. Then for White Magic, she's Cure 3 raise to Asuna. So pretty standard Oracle, but a bit of an interesting spin on this one. I mean, support Oracle's heading to carry Octagon Rod anyways, just for the random frog procs, but this is taking it to another direction, I suppose. And finally, the Ninja with Equipped Weapon, Ancient Sword, and Blood Sword. Meatbone Slash. I don't know about Meat Slash in this one. I think Counter might be a bit better personally. And maybe if you put the Blood Sword on the right hand, the Ancient Sword on the left, that means that way you're at least still absorbing the damage, and you can possibly inflict Petrify at the same time, instead of missing out on the HP healing. That's just me. Kajasogi? Oh god. That's a bit odd. And then Simple Magic Chakra Revive. Yeah, Meatbone Slash won't do you that great. Well, it could, because considering that you're gonna do about 486 damage if the guy's in critical, but his HP is way too low for that to matter. The only way I can see that happening is if maybe... Oh, there's good compact too, so there's probably no way that Ninja will survive a hit from the Paladin at all. It feels like a bit of an awkward Ninja. I would have given him higher HP, like maybe the Brigandine over the Secret Close, because this guy can actually at least run around and take a hit a bit better, and then you can still capitalize with Meatbone Slash that way. I just feel he's really too squishy. That is just my take on it. Okay, so we're going to go to map 115, Banish Fort. This is labeled as a small map. Okay. I don't know. It feels like a bit larger to me. Maybe if the units start closer together, maybe it could be constitute as a small map. Oh, I can see why. Yeah, the Squire's looking for Petrify off the bat. 44%. I don't know if it'll hit or not, but we'll see. Okay, Petrify misses, which will trigger Absorb MP. Zero Sentry hits, so there go. Oh, counter. I would say there goes the Germanus boost, so the Squire's MP movement, is now very limited. Double swing and a miss. Wow. That 90%, really? That missed? And Life Drain hits, only for Auto Potion to trigger. So in straight, we'll go for Petrify proc, but does not get it. See, Bio 3 shenanigans. MA save. Petrify does hit the priest, though. Oh, a kill on that Bio 3. And Chakra just to heal for a little bit, I suppose. Paladin is right there for the soft, so Roloth is so far in command at this point in time. Alright, Frogger. We'll still go for another life drain. Yeah, that's the other thing about putting Needed Magic on the Squire that has a weapon that can proc status. It'll go for more of the range attacks than anything else. Ooh, Dispel Magic and Sinkhole combo. Okay, no counter this time. Ooh, double arm aim misses. Toadsworth will be looking for yet another Petrify. That skull is down, probably because of the zombie. That's why she's not getting resurrected right now. Frog needs AoE. No, you know what else we need? Frog 2. Oh, those blocks are already coming out here. So far, Lilith is definitely in command. That's due to the zombie tactics that we're seeing right here. Counter, again, no frog proc. Very unlucky. Yeah, the Squire's not going for the axe shots as much as he's going for Petrify instead. This is why, again, I think Item would have been better on this dude. And the priest is right there for the Asuna anyway, so the Petrify, despite hitting it a couple times, was for naught. Oop, there's a Petrify proc. And Counter Comet, that's the first time we've seen that. Counter Comet is basically Comet, but does A damage instead. Mad Science goes off. And a Consecration kill. That's a neat way to kill a zombie. As soon as coming up from the priest. And that will hit. Yeah, that sword is being immediately... Ooh, Spell Absorb, very nice. Countered it with Absorb MP, that's pretty funny. I mean, Squire's still hitting with that life drain, though, despite 40 faith. There's the armor break. Let's see, what can the ninja do? Kajasogi. No status proc. Spell Magic gets rid of all of the nice buffs. Toadsworth will be looking for... Let's see, what is she looking for? A Cure 3, maybe? Squire goes down. There's a Petrify proc. Yeah, but I think Roloth is definitely in command here because his team looks to be better well constructed, I think, overall. And I think Corsair's team... Well, a neat idea to do Frog and Petrify at the same time. Could have used a little bit of work, I think. And we still got round 2 and maybe even round 3 if you can make it that far. But the Squire not going for the axe shots. If your intended focus was to make the Squire go for more frog procs with the axe, then putting DNA magic on him is not exactly a great idea. We are seeing counter, though. And there's a wall. Let's see. Asuna. Quick chakra. Let's see. Arm aim does hit. And Salvin Cross doing decent damage, actually. And I think it's going to be over right about... Well, not just yet, but... Ooh, Reflect Raise 2. Onto the Squire. Very nice. He gets right back up. He's going to go... Again, another Petrify. Only to get canceled by an arm aim. Yeah, I think this is over now. Um, Not that much else to say there for me, except Roloth wins round 1. As we're going to see what happens in round 2. Okay, so round 2 is about to begin, as we are now going to map 6, the Gate of Rio Vane's Castle. Yeah, last round, the zombie status definitely helped Roloth out a lot. Pulling off Concentration, Raise 2, Petrify from the Seal Evil. And Corsair tried to get something going, but couldn't quite do it. I think the team itself is interesting. It's just that it could use some more fine polishing. But we'll see how round 2 shapes up. Okay, shield break hits. So there goes the Genji shield. 71% undead coming up. And it does hit. See, 86% frog. This is what Corsair needs here. Those frog procs to be going off a lot. Let's see. Okay, no MA save this time. There's a frog proc. Bow 3 for the kill. See, and Petrify. Well, that hits. It does. There's a revive, a quick revive actually. Oh, but the Seal Evil. And then the Southern Cross. See, Raise 2 is about to come up. Corsair might actually be in this thing. The Petrify and the Frog obviously helping things. Obviously helping her out. If she can hit this frog, it's GG. Or maybe not. Removes it because it's soft. Oh, frog is blocked, so Roloth still has a chance yet. With the Seal Evil, though, it will buy Roloth some time to... it will buy him definitely some time to keep Corsair on the defensive. Stigma Magic does remove the problem, though. Frog proc! Frog! Heal to get rid of undead. Very smart. There's a Southern Cross and there's an MA save. That'll make our frog spells even much more effective than normal. The priest, the scholar is still... Scholar can't heal. That's right. She only has time magic. Oh my god, that Bio 3 really hurts. And that Oracle with Flee so far has proven to be rather effective. And there's a Wish. Paladin's too busy. And the Paladin's too busy taking out the Scholar. With Tina's Frog, Corsair just might have this maybe. Those Bio 3s still hurt like a truck. Ninja's still fast enough to cast a revive, though. Petrify proc. If this hits, I think it's over. Another Petrify proc. The Paladin's got to pick and choose. Oh, the Scholar just barely survived to hit that bad science. Petrify goes off. Hits that Paladin. One more Petrify to go, and then we're going to go to round 3. Ah, denied. Denied that utter satisfaction. But the Oracle is still alive, though. That's all that matters so far. Corsair gets definitely a lucky break on her part. Well, yeah, the frogs do have to die, but they might as well be dead. That's the situation right now. Plus, Corsair pretty much just won this. Now all they gotta do is just turn the frogs into statues, and then the prophecy will be fulfilled. Oh my god, you unfrogged the thief! You unfrogged him! Oh my god! Luck turnaround! But the thief can't remove status himself, so I don't think it really mattered too much. There's a head break that does occur, which will decrease the amount of damage done by the Ivory Rod, but not that it should matter too much, I don't think. But yeah, quite the turnaround. Wow. Those frogs and those petrifies really came in handy that time. So now we're going to be going to round 3, which will take place at let's go to Voyage, actually. I was going to say End, but I doubt that will be a fair map for everyone to be duking it out. So both teams won their respective rounds due to their status tactics. One was certainly more unorthodox than the other, but hey, it worked. That's all that matters in the end. So we're going to be moving on here. We'll see how this is going to play out. Nice combo, the regen and the absorb MP. Petrify hits right off the bat. But the Paladin will be right there for the status removal. Oh, 2 Petrify procs already. And see, another Petrify proc. If Corsair can just keep up the pressure with those status procs, then perhaps she might be able to score the upset. We'll have to wait and see. Spell Magic gets rid of all the nice low buffs. Oh, Undead proc. Ouch. Petrify hits again. She's 2 for 2 with Petrify procs. Spell Absorb, just cuz. And Southern Cross takes on the Scholar, who was undead, mind you, so she won't be getting back up by that way. Another life drain. Ah, but it misses. I think the Squire should have at least taken a chance with the Axe proc. Had that hit, I would have called it GG already. Counter Comet already. And Petrify removal on the Thief. Spell Absorb just to kind of rub it back in her face. But the Petrify will still go off, and it does land. Spell Absorb onto the Priest. That misses. And triggers Absorb MP. So she's got like basically a free MP heal. Petrify proc there. Whoa, there goes the stats removal, guys. This could get pretty awkward for... Oh, the ninja's gonna die right now. Yeah. Yeah. Unless revive hits. Maybe Corsair has this? I think Corsair does have this, actually. The two people that can remove stats are petrified. And the Skull gets right back up too. Undead, and here comes the frog. Yeah, all of Corsair's team is back up and running. And there's a frog, and it's GG right there. GG. That's pretty much it. Just like that. Misses a raise too, but I don't think it'll really matter too much at this point. Petrify misses, but again, Corsair has this pretty much in the bag. Petrify misses again. There's one Petrify. Now we just need one more. We're just waiting for the end to happen. And life drain. The frog's almost dead. Almost dead. Yeah, some losses due to RNG and stash shenanigans can be very frustrating to... it's a tough pill to swallow. You have my sympathies right there, Roloff. It's just one of those things that just happens, unfortunately. Is how the RNG works sometimes. Sometimes they'll be with you, sometimes they'll be against you, depending on the matchup. And believe me, man, I've had my share of losses to the RNG myself. In fact, I think a lot of people did. So really, man, you're not alone in this. And you definitely have a very good team. It's not because you have a bad team. It's just that you just had bad luck. And Matt Thief does not want to face his fate, does he? Oh, a reflect life drain. Oh, but it misses. Too bad. I'll give this like another couple minutes. If it doesn't end at all, I'm just gonna say Corso wins Corso wins because obviously it would have been a matter of time before she does win anyways. If it makes you feel better, Corso's team right now is doing the worst job at frog pest control. Oh man. Okay, in all seriousness, this has to end like really soon because Oracle's not in range for anything, and the Thief of Fleas gonna keep hopping up and down. Can the Oracle just get in range and do something, please? All right, I'm just gonna end this right now, because yeah, that's it. Yeah, again, sorry, man. That had to happen to you, but that's just how it works. Better luck next time. Okay, guys, we're halfway through the stream. Can't believe it's been like a little over an hour already. Time just flies by. Okay, so next up on the card, we got, if I can scroll the mouse over here, we got Soundcaster's team on top, which is known as Holy Absorb, one of the teams I challenged him to make. And we got True Light's team on bottom, which is known as Misfit Adventures. This can be interesting. Alright, so we got 1, the Squire, 2, the Lancer, 3, the Mystic Knight, and 4, the Geomancer. Okay, so we got a 2-sword Squire. Ooh, we get to see White Staff. Neato. Very neat. What does she have for lore, I'm wondering about? Regen Bio 2, and then just Heal and Wish. But that's cool, though. You get the White Staff for the Bees and Boke proc, and then the Mage Masher for the MP damage. Cultist Robe obviously boosts Holy. So that'll be really cool to see that go off. Maybe Triangle... I mean, Black Hood's good for the HP. And I guess 9 MA is acceptable. I just would have liked maybe this girl having somehow a perfect 10 MA with the triangle hat. That's just my opinion. But otherwise, looks fairly solid. We got a two-handed Holy Lance Lancer. Very nice. I think that got reworked as well. Yeah, it's just simply just one move instead of just +1 speed. So we got the one move. Crystal Helm, good choice to boost Holy. Let's see. Any jumps on this guy? Yep, jumps. And then for Chivalry, we got Lay on Hands, Nurse, and Transfusion. So this is a bit of a support guy that can do a lot of damage. 11 PA with the 2 hands. Yeah, this guy's gonna hurt. He is definitely gonna hurt. There's Mystic Knight here with Chivalry as well. Another one of Lay on Hands. This time with Grand Cross for the hurt and heal combo, and then just simply recharge and amp Ultima. But yeah, Rolith, like I said, your team is not terrible by any means. I mean, if you want to make any changes, by all means do it. And there's definitely a lot of room for improvement. I did like what you were trying to go for as well. I just want to say that right now before I just move on any further. So, still, man, thank you for participating in the stream. Back to Soundcaster's team. 13 PA with attack up. Yeah, this guy's gonna hurt with the Excalibur. And finally, we got a Geomancer here. Magic attack up draw. I'm gonna say Bees and Boat. Some Geomancies, of course. And then let's see, Bees and Boat, Murasame, Masamune, and Cheery. Cheery is always a safe choice. Oh, Meatbone Slash. That's actually really hilarious. Yeah, the thing about LE Absorb teams is that you really want to cover your weaknesses as much as possible to make sure that everyone can be very anti-oil. For the most part, you actually done a very good job at establishing that diamond armlet and then the platina helm for making sure that oil does not screw you over. And of course, Squire has heal, so she can remove the oil herself. So, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Meepo Slash with a bag. That's going to be great. I want to see that go off so bad. Like, it's not even funny anymore. Okay. Next up, we got True Light's team. With the Misfits Adventures, we got Kazuma, the monk. Darkness, the paladin. Aqua, the priest. And Megumin, the wizard. Yeah, Megumin. Sorry, it took me a second for me to figure out how am I supposed to say this. Well, we got mostly a water absorb. Yeah, half. I think half of them are water absorb. I want to say yes. Equip Shield Monk. That's interesting with the Kaiser plate. So Kaiser plate. What does that do again? Just double checking. Strengthen Dark, Ice, and Wind. Okay. The Dark, Ice, Wind. What do you got going for you? So draw out Samurai, Heaven's Cloud, Muramasa Masamune, and then Monk. So we might check out Revive. Okay, so this guy just basically just uses Heaven's Cloud to get the boost off of Kaiser Plate. Okay, fair enough. And then Choice Band for the anti-status, pretty much. Meatbone Slash too with a bag, except this guy will hit even harder with the Meatbone Slash, so that'll make things even more interesting. Cool. Paladin here, 10 speed. Ooh. Time magic. Guessing balance. Sinkhole and balance, yes. And then Land Enhanced Transfusion and Re-Raise. So basically, about this girl, she wants to get worn down to the point where damage split occurs, and then she'll be just at low enough health for her to be hit with balance. For her to hit someone with balance. There we go. That's what I meant to say earlier. And with the 10 speed, she'll be able to pull that off pretty nicely. Platinum Sword to prevent slow, I want to say? Yes. To prevent slow, so she's not going to be slowed down by any means. And Agent Seal, good call for the +1 MA and Innocent Protection. Can't expect much less from an AI Attorney Veteran. Aqua the Priest here. Aspergillum, so I'm guessing water spells. Yep, fully pimped out on water spells. And then Cure 2, Cure 4 raises Asina Dia. So a little extra there, just in case. Someone should have to absorb water. 13 MA, that's still a lot of MA, so that's pretty good. Aqua Glove, I haven't gone over that yet. Absorbs water, but immune to Don't Move, Petrify, and Sap. That's a very good accessory, actually, especially if you are going for water absorb teams. That's not too bad at all. And holy crap, there's Wisdom 17 MA and Faith Rod. She's gonna hit like a friggin' meteorite. Forget about Match Truck. She's gonna hit like a meteorite with that 17 MA and the Faith Rod. What has she got? She's got Flare. And then, that's it. That's all you need, apparently. Oh, man. Oh, True Light's really out to hurt you, Soundcaster. Oh, my God. Yeah, the only thing about her is she's quite squishy, but sometimes you have to weigh risk versus reward. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it might not. You can only hope, Soundcaster, that you take out this wizard fast enough. Yes, Andrew. This is True Light's team, known as the Misfit Adventurers. There we go. That's what they're called. Okay, so round 1 between the two will go to map 18, the office of Limberry Castle. I hope you guys are still enjoying my stream thus far. We still have some more to come, so sit back, eat some of that popcorn or your favorite dinner or snacks. And an early balance from the poison damage. That was actually fun to see. I wonder how useful that paladin really be with a 10 speed. And of course, just balance and sinkhole. We'll have to find out. I mean, her balance will only just hit harder as she goes on. And Grand Cross. Ouch. Hurting 2 people. And 309 damage flare. That's a very fatal flare. Damage split. And a Besom Boat kill too. See, lay on hands. Quick chakra to keep that wizard up. And so far, Silent Caster in a little bit of trouble early on. More water spells is coming up. And there's a wish to keep her alive. Let's see, this one's looking for Amp to spell, but Flare's going to be going off first. Quick Mirror Same. And the Geomancer runs back. Oh, Amp Ultima. Then we hit one person. PA save after the Flare, and then Water 2. Oh, damage split. Killing her own priest. Wow. But Lay on Hands will make up for that. And 2 hands, Holy Lance Lancer, not too shabby. Alright, so a quick recharge from the Mystic Knight as he runs off. Another Flare's coming up on, I don't know, let's see. Besom Boat? Ooh, drops the wizard before she can get the Flare off. So now, next time she gets revived, Flare won't be necessarily as threatening. And a transfusion kill! Silent Caster, you just got your wish. We got a transfusion kill. We do see a revive, though. And a water spell coming up. Can the Squire do something? Yep, Staff Whack takes her down. Oh, this bounce is going to hurt. Besom Boat's going to hurt. Whichever works first. Oh, the Mystic Knight just barely survived water. Silent Caster is very much in this thing right now. That 2-hand Lancer doesn't really fool around with the damage. And, oh, no Besom Boat proc. That's a bit unfortunate, but that's okay. Low hurt and heal, but hey, for Silent Caster, it was totally worth it. Priest gets right back up. Chakra from the Monk. He's not been using Heaven's Cloud, probably because he's not gotten the opportunity to use Heaven's Cloud. And the Priest is still exerting a lot of. There's a Besom Boat proc, and there's a Besom Boat skill. So Silent Caster took round 1 after a little bit of trouble because of the Flare spamming wizard, but he got it. We're going to see what happens in round 2. Song request, huh? Yeah, I can do that. So let me move this along. Alright, I'm going to lower this just a little bit as soon as that pops up. Yeah! Oh, you hit me in my soft spot, Andrew. You absolutely hit me in my soft spot. I'm going to lower this just a little bit further below. There we go. Oh, if you guys want to send in more song requests in the meantime, feel free to do it. The Gen 1 gym leader theme, so many memories. Oh, you can't hear it? Oh, you really can't hear it? Yeah, this is the one thing, guys. How do I, add the song to the stream? Actually, you know what? How do I add a song to the stream while I'm recording? Um, like I know there's song requests and stuff like that, and and it goes off during the stream. My only or is it just because I put the song on too low? Yeah, that's just the other thing. Is, you wouldn't know? Okay. Then perhaps, maybe next stream? Or you know what I can always do too is I can always just add the song to the stream anyways. You know, as I edit the footage, obviously. Yeah. I'll ask Cash Cabal how to do that, and then maybe next stream I'll be able to do it. But what I can still do in the meantime is edit the stream, and once it's done recording, I can just throw in the song as soon as the match starts. Or as soon as I go, yeah, you know, I can just do that. Okay, True Light just took round 2. I'm really sorry. I completely was not paying attention to the match. I'm really sorry. So yeah, guess we're gonna be going to a round 3. So far, every stream has had tiebreakers. Makes it all more exciting, right? Okay, so tiebreaker time as we are now going to map 79 Yugo Woods. Alright, so True Light pretty much demolished Silentcaster in round 2. You guys probably pay attention more than I did as to what was happening. Alright, there's a Masamune here. And we're going to see an 88 damage balance. Does hit. Let's see. Aqua's going to be looking for some water spells here. She'll still eat a Holy Lance to the face, though. And then Staff Whack. And then there's the Grand Cross. Damage split. That's only going to help True Light out a little bit more, because now the Paladin is in range for pretty much a balanced kill. Or maybe not. Reviving the Paladin, actually a good decision for the Monk. So that way the Paladin can go for balance next, and that'll be a pretty fatal balance. Or not, she goes right back down. Alright, Short Charge Flare with the Faith up is really doing the works for True Light. But Silentcaster is at a unit lead here. And a Holy Lance heal. That's really nice. Yeah, I don't think True Light is going to be able to... yeah, I don't think True Light is going to be able to make a comeback here. Bio 2 for a little amount, but... If that oil did trigger, though, the holy damage would be a lot higher than normal. Alright, we're just waiting for one more hit from someone. Maybe the Geomancer? Yeah, definitely the Geo. And GG. Alright. We're just plowing through these stream matches. It's pretty crazy. So good job, Soundcaster. You've made a pretty good Holy Absorb team, actually. At least from what I'm seeing. Alright, next up is Anima Zero on top. With his team known as the Maverick Hunters, a team that he's wanted to have me showcase, and Gatebuster 202 team on top, which is known as New is supposed to be team. But yeah, here we go. This is between Anima Zero DW and Gatebuster 202. Okay, so for Annie Zero, we got Axel the Archer, X the Mystic Knight, Zero the Paladin, and Iris the Oracle. Alright. So we got a Water Absorb team going on here. That's cool. You don't see that too often. We did see some mild Water Absorb from True Light, but this is more on the full Water Absorb dedicatedness that AZ is going for. Item bot Archer. Okay, that's pretty standard, but it still works. Arm aim, and then the brakes. Good idea, because you want to make sure that the Rainbow will actually hit. Rainbow can proc Sweeton here. A good mixture of speed, power, and a bit of bulk thanks to the search. Pretty well-rounded unit with teleport, so he can move around the map quite effectively. We got a male Mystic Knight here with the Aqua Glove that absorbs water, so that's got to be good. Recharge Shock, Amp Water, and Amp Ultima. Bees and Bows is an interesting choice. Crystal Helm, so he can boost more damage done with the Amp Water, which isn't too bad. Genji Shield to prevent blind. You want to make sure your attacks hit more as often as possible. Attack up for the added PA goodness. Silk Robe just for a good mixture of HP and MP, actually. What's he got for ninjutsu? Hokuton. Oh, that's going to be really powerful. Whenever that's going to hit. As you all know, Hokuton is unevadable. The Paladin with Coral Sword. Nice, nice. Coral Sword. Does anything special about that? No, just adds 1 PA. Good stuff, actually. Good stuff. Secular Shield. Is this a Grand Cross unit? Yes. LOH and GC. Alright, cool. And then for Steel, Giltos. Interesting choice there, Anima. Are you just looking for whatever chip damage you can get in? Because Giltos is dependent on speed, and this Paladin ain't the fastest thing alive. But I do like the equipment choices you did give him, though. Attack up Grand Cross with the Crystal Shield, Crystal Helmet, excuse me. And of course, to absorb water, thanks to Coral Shield. So you got that going on for you. Secular Shield, so he won't run away. He can actually run up to an opponent, heal himself again with Grand Cross while damaging them. Because Secular Shield is immune critical. And immune faith just cuz. Angel Rain, definitely a good idea because you want the immune dead, death sentence, and dark blind proc, and to have Ruby Raise as well. Yeah, pretty much, pretty solid all-around unit. And Iris the Oracle here, pretty much anti-elemental with golden hairpin and the white robe combo. Nothing too special about her, I don't think. Douse, paralyzed and sleep. So, oil proc means more damage from the elemental, Oil proc means more elemental funsies, pretty much. Sleep and paralyze is just there in case you need better ways to take care of the opponent. And white magic for support. Cure 3, Cure 4, Raise 2, and Asuna. Pretty standard, but pretty effective too. Okay, yeah, this team looks pretty solid all around. Oracle with the healing staff, so that way she can at least keep up with the rest of the squad and be able to heal her friends, if need be. Okay, so next up we got Gatebuster team. We got Barrett the Archer, Wallace the Lancer, Mr. the Lancer, and T the... Really? Mr. T. From the A-Team, Rocky 3, main event of WrestleMania 1, Mr. T. Alright, the Wizard. Okay. Had to get my wrestling and media reference in there. Beautiful! Alright, Archer here. Talk skill Archer, that's interesting. Let's take a look at what he's got. Just refute, and then arm aim, leg aim, seal evil, and execute. Fair enough. This guy's rocking the flare gun. Flare gun basically just casts flare instantly, and it's gonna do quite a lot of damage. Actually, a little over 200. Feather Mantle is interesting for some degree of evade. Projectile guard. Oh yeah, that will bite. That will really be problematic for this Archer right here, because projectile guard can, it can be a thing, or some of you might call it luck guard. Flame shield to absorb fire, I suppose. But he's not using fire this one. He's using water, and that won't be that much of a problem for AZ. Wallace the Lancer. We have a new weapon here called a null pointer. What that does, as the description would say, it has a chance to reset. It has a 1 in 2 chance to reset the CT to 0. So that can be pretty annoying to go up against as well. He's a support Lancer with the Angel Robe and some high evade, actually. Counter magic. Huh. I would be amazed if this Lancer can pull off some counter magic shenanigans against Anima Zero's team. It'd just be funny to see. White magic. Cure 3, raise 2 as soon. Oh my god, the healing is going to be hilarious on this Lancer. Especially with the 4 MA that he's got going on here. Yeah, I just had to take a moment to breathe. Magic Defense up is interesting. I guess to counteract the 70 Faith this Lancer's got going on for him, I suppose. We have a two-handed Ice Lancer. Ice Lance was an idea I came up with just for the sake of having another elemental weapon for a Lancer. And I did bring up the point that we brought back robes for a Lancer for a reason. That way they can further take advantage of the more flexibility setups you can do with the Lancer. So in this case, two-hand Ice Lance that has always refresh and immune to sap. And then Chivalry, Land Hands, Nurse, Iron Will, fair enough. And no jumps. He's either gonna poke you or he's gonna jump on you. That'd be pretty cool though. That'd be pretty cool. Gold Helm, nice, so that way you can block blind. Also has counter, too. So these two better be aware of that Lancer, for sure. And then finally, T the Wizard. With the Zorlin shape, that's another new weapon that that's being introduced here. That's basically a fire elemental dagger, but it can also boost dark and fire at the same time. So that works great with the wizard or a draw user of some kind. So for the wizard here, got Nether Fire and Dark Holy. For lore, we got Prism Tribute, Regen, and Melt. Oh, so she's she's a Prism Tribute user. Okay. That's why everyone in the team absorbs fire. Okay, that makes sense. Finger Guard to be anti-talk scale, but I don't think that will be a factor in this one. Yeah, I'm interested to see how well this Fire Absorb team's going to do for Gatebuster here, as opposed to Anima0's Water team. So, yeah, contrasting styles, I like that. So, we're going to be going to map 65, the Bethel Garrison Granary. Oh, this is going to be a really small map. And, oh, God. Well, you won't see Prism Tribute go off as often because the map is just too small. Arm aim does hit off the bat, though, for AZs, which is a good start. However, leg aim hits, so retaliation from Gatebuster. Quick nurse from that Lancer. Is he going to just hang back a little bit? Okay, sleep goes off. Hits both the Archer and the Lancer. And that added extra damage from shock. Alright, there's an Asuna here to get rid of some of the statuses. Anima0 is definitely in the lead right now. Fix the elevation for the Granny Bethel Garrison. Yeah, I think the crates are kind of the culprit here. Maybe you can get rid of the stone wall. Maybe you can get rid of the little wall in there as well. That way, you're not using wall shenanigans to gain the upper hand or whatever. Or, you know what I mean? Like, maybe you can do that and then fix the crates a little bit to make sure it's a little bit more even. But definitely keep the shelves for the Archer to take high ground. We want to make that at least somewhat unique. Okay, Douse misses. Raise 2 does connect. And Prism Tribute. And I didn't think it was going to go off. But we do see PA save, though. We'll see if Gatebuster can make a comeback here, but... Ooh, triple miss on that Grand Cross. Whoa, I didn't see that coming. No pointer. I forget. Is there like an animation supposed to be going off with no pointer? Like Galaxy Stop or something like that? Oh, Melt. So no Spell Blade for AZ here. And wow, that 257 damage Ice Lance. That hits like a truck. Oh, and a counter block. Wow, AZ got lucky there. Had that counter hit, that Paladin would have eaten some nasty damage. Okay, so it does use Galaxy Stop. Oh, that counter. Ouch. That, honest to God, hurts. From a two-handed Lancer, no less. Oh, Sweet on proc. That might be the comeback that Anima0 needs here to close this out. And Paralyze does hit the Archer, despite some of that magic evade that he's got. That was a bit of a nail-biter, but I think Anima0 will be taking round 1 no problem. Redirected to the sleep, but I don't think that will matter too much. Because, you know, Grand Cross obviously heals more, even on a sleeping unit. So, AZ takes round 1. Nice turnaround on your part. We're going to find out what happens in round 2. Okay, so round 2 is about to begin at map. Let's see. 87, Barriers Valley. So yeah, that was a bit of a back and forth between the two of them. Um, yeah, sorry, I got a little bit distracted there. Yeah, AZ was in a little bit of trouble early because of the Lancers hitting as hard as they did, but those arm aims and the Sweet Time proc definitely swung the match in his favor. We're going to see some PA save going on. Arm aim also definitely helped too, don't forget. See, and Asuna from the Lancer heals the don't axe, so and the Cure 3 can heal all of that flare gun away. I think it's because of the 40 faith why the flare gun ain't doing that much damage, but it's fair, it's fine. Armor break hit. Oh my god, there goes the black costume, so they're more. But Dark Holy still hits like a truck though. So the wizard won't be able to heal herself with the Prism Tribute anymore. See, GC hits that archer, but that won't matter because he doesn't need any blind. Oh, counter magic! Oh, that would have been hilarious if that counter magic amp water hit. Oh, the don't act proc. This just might be our first 2-0 here. Dark Holy still hits pretty hard, but the Oracle will be right there to heal up the archer. Gyotos for small damage, but okay, the wizard goes down once again. Arme misses. Yeah, things are not looking great for Gatebuster at all. Wallace can't even get in range to do anything. And there's a sleep. Oh wait, did she have the cultist robe? No wait. No, she had the black costume. No, she had the black costume, the one that absorbs fire. She already has the strength in dark from the Zorlin shape. Oh, she got herself with Prism Tribute. 66 Cure 3. That's Paralyze even hits. Yeah, this is pretty much it. Oh, Hokutan. And a double kill Grand Cross. Yeah, I think this is going to be over really soon. I mean, Gatebuster's team looks fun, but with the armor breaks proccing and just the overall constant damage keeps happening. Yeah, bad things do bound to happen. And a Gyotos kill. Just for fun. Alright, that was actually our very first 2-0 here in this stream. Alright, so we got a couple more matches left. And again, I hope you guys are enjoying this stream so far. If you are, I'm glad, and thank you for watching. We still have a couple more matches to go. In the meantime, we got let's take a look here. We got Dokura's team on top, which is known as Maritime Ido, and on bottom we got DW's team, which is known as Counteraction Rising. So, for Dokura, we got Asafune, the samurai, or Asafune, however you like to pronounce it. Miko the Priest. Kamikaze. I like Kamikaze. That's what it actually is. The Scholar. And Bees and Missile the Geomancer. Interesting. We got a Holy Absorb team again. Second Holy Absorb team of the night. Let's see here. Okay, is the stream still running? Yes, good. Okay, just want to make sure everything is okay. All right. Holy Absorb. So 15 MA with Overwhelm. So this girl is going to do some okay damage with the Kiyomori, but the main gimmick here is Bees and Boat. Murasame and Masamune. For those of you that don't know, Overwhelm will heal Murasame for more than Magic Attack Up would. So you're balancing out the amount of healing and damage you're doing with that unit at the same time. As for lore, let's see. We got Just Quake. With the Crystal Helm, 50 Faith, probably could have been a little bit more intimidating than that, but maybe the 50 Faith because you're afraid of magic somewhat? Just, I don't know, Quakes just won't hit as hard. At least not from what I'm seeing anyway. The Priest here, typical support Priest. So, what we got with her, raise to Asuna Dia, and then for Yin Magic, Oracle, Douse. Oh, okay. You're using Douse to boost the damage. Very good. Spell Absorb, Beguile, Paralyze, Petrify. Magic's Defense Up and Pilgrimage is a good combo. You keep that magic tankiness while be able to build up faith in the process. High HP too, so this girl ain't gonna go down that easy, that's for sure. And Vesper is nice for the Reflect. It gives her a little bit of respite too, considering that you don't have to use just Reflectoring to have spells bounce off of you, which is cool. Kamikaze, the Scholar. Let's see, another White Staff user for lore. I'm guessing Prism Tribute. Where is she? Yes, Prism Tribute and Bio. Bio's pretty much an instant cast, so works pretty well with Magic Attack Up, of course. And then for Summon Magic, we got Fairy, Odin, and Cyclops. Taking full advantage of that. Odin and Cyclops is a pretty neat combo here. Distribute's interesting because, you know, we got some Bees and Boat healing, and Distribute can add further healing to the party, which is nice. Also nice to see a Feather Cap being used. You don't see that too often, at least I don't think so. And finally, the Geomancer here with Draw Out. So another Draw Out user for Doka Rider. Any Geomancy on this girl? No Geomancy, just a plain Draw Out bot. With Bees and Boat, Masamune, and Shiri. MA Save and Teleport is there. Whose team is this? Soundcaster, this is Doka Rider's team. And the name of that team is Maritime Ido. As in IAIDO. So basically it's a draw out team, you can say, with some AoE to an extent as well. Okay, so next up is DW's team. We got Shiro, the Oracle. Naotsugu, the Paladin. Akatsuki, the Ninja. And Rotu, the Summoner. Alright, so we got a support Oracle here, a male one. You don't see that too much, but you know, they can still get the job done, certainly, with the higher HP, you can say. What do you got for Union Magic, my friend? Let's see, we got Pray, Faith, Paralyze, and Sleep. Alright. And then the white magic, Cure 3, Raise as soon as. So again, your typical support unit. Nothing too bad about her. It's about him. Excuse me. Chrono Trigger's nice for the haste, so that way this guy won't have to worry about slow at all. Plus with short charge, he can get his spells off pretty quickly. 11 MA could have been a little bit higher, but I understand why. You want some added tankiness to this guy. This paladin right here, Grand Crosser, I am going to say no Nurse and Transfusion, no Grand Cross or Southern Cross. Oh, but he got Spellblade. Okay, Amp to Spell, Bolt and Ice. Ah, very nice. You're just taking full advantage of the Black Robe. That's really cool. It concentrates so that way the Mystic Knight Spellblades can land. That's really nice. Dracula Mantle, I guess, is just to prevent oil, I'm assuming. That'd be interesting. Mythril Helm, nice choice for the added movement. Akatsuki, the ninja. First time we're seeing Mage Crusher here. Mage Crusher will guarantee you a sap. So that can be really annoying to deal with. As well as a Repel Knife for the Don't Act proc. And she's pretty much your standard item bot from what I'm seeing here. Sumatsuku, Misogi, and then a bunch of items pretty much. So fair enough, fair enough. Lastly but not least, we got the Summoner here of Magic Attack Up and 15 MA, 108 gems. I sense, yep, lots of Ellie goodness with Carbuncle too. And then Time Magic Haste, just haste, pretty much. So all she's doing is just hurting things. With the Magic Attack Up, 15 MA, and 108 gems, Shiva, Ifrit, and Ramu. Ooh boy, that'll be interesting to see. I don't know, maybe she might, I don't know how much damage she can really do to Dokka Rider's team, considering Dokka Rider is pretty much focused on the holy healing. I think on small maps, Dokka Rider will definitely excel. Maybe larger maps, my favorite DW, depending on how large the map really is. Meantime, we're going to be going to map 77, the Nalia Plateau, for our first round matchup. How many more teams? I got this one, and then I got one more. If anyone else has got any teams they want me to show off, please let me know, and I will, and I will add that team in. GMS teleports back. I wonder why. Maybe just to avoid the AoE. Okay, there's a Paralyze off the bat. Followed up with the Amp Ice and Shiva. Doesn't quite kill the Samurai. Paralyze does hit the Summoner though. And Cyclops. Paladin blocked it, but not the Oracle. See, Bees and Boat heal to make sure that everyone stays afloat. Wow, that's a lot of healing from Bees and Boat. We are going to see Asuna, though, coming up. Paladin will rush forward. Sword whack for 156 damage. Not too shabby. Dia heal and a blind proc, but Dokka Rider doesn't really care about that too much. There's an Asuna and more Cyclops. Oh my god, that really hurts. 220 damage. And Bees and Boat to follow up. 232 damage. That's got to be good compat right there. The ninja got hit really hard. And the Paladin's kind of having his one-on-one thing with the Priest right now. Although, I don't think the Priest won't have anything to worry about. Summoner's hanging way back right now. Paralyzed 50-50 shot, and it does hit. More Cyclops. Gets blocked though. Yeah, DW is in a lot of trouble already. Ouch. Oh my god, those drawouts. They really hurt. DF for just a little bit of poking right there. And there's a quake. Oh, Ninja blocked it. Oh, double kill, Prism Tribute. Great use of anti-sandbag right there. And good God, that Beeson boat. And Bio just to finish him off. And oh no, re-raise. Re-raise, but I don't think this Paladin has enough in him to tie it up. Yeah, this is not going DW's way at all. Yeah, this is a strong team. Good God. You said it right there, the Beeson murder. Okay, so we're going to go to round 2, which will be at the checkboard stairs. I guess if there is time left, which I'm pretty sure there will be, because I'm on spring break, I can do the magical version of the Mystic Knights that Andrew's got and Anima Zero's other team. They say you wanted to see ZX Advent. Okay, Prison Tribute obviously hurts. Yeah, DW was not able to get much offense in at all. Then just staying back twice, probably just to save a turn. And yikes, that Beeson boat really hurts. I can only imagine the Pokemon music in my head, Andrew. Triple Pound Haste. Can this Paladin do something? He's going to go for one of the amp spells. A quick cure 3. Petrify does land. There's the amp dispel. Ninja is right there for the soft. Another Petrify proc coming up. These are really good odds. Ouch. Oh my god. Yeah, I am sorry, DW. I feel like I owe you another match. So you can actually do something. Oh my god, this is just a slaughter. At least you got one kill in there. God damn. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh. Oh my god. Yeah, it's MA times 7, and I think it's just because of the boosting you get from the Crystal Helm, as well as the high MA, and then the Overwhelm and the Magic Attack up. Oh boy. Is Drow going to get nerfed again? I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's a question of the night. What will hurt worse? Your MP getting sapped or holy damage from the Beeson boat? Okay, so next match of the night. Actually, I just have to use the bathroom very quick, so you guys can talk amongst yourselves for a little bit. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Um, yeah, I just took a quick bathroom break. Okay, so for the next team, we got the boyfriend of Lady WWWWWWWWW on top. What's the name of this team? Uh, yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of it. It doesn't matter, I guess. It's just DW's friend team. And on bottom we got Rex's team, which is known as Between a Rock and a Kiln, huh? Or a Kiln. Okay. Oh, Team Rocket. Thank you. Thank you. I did not catch that. Alchemist, the chemist. The Doctor is in the house, folks. The Time Mage. DWWWWWWW, the Geomancer. And Crackpot, the Scholar. Okay, so we got a little bit of alchemy here. From this guy. Magic Tech up, Flare Gun. Obviously, that's gonna hurt. Pilgrimage, which just make this guy hurt even more. He's got basically a lot of the items here. What's he got for black magic? Poison and frog. Haha. Interesting. So basically, poison frog, and then, if possible, just flare gun you to death, pretty much. um, yeah, interesting. High HP, okay amount of MP. Pilgrimage will just make the frog and poison chances just go up even higher. I think that's pretty much the gist of it here. We got a anti-elemental time mage here. Flash hat, white robe, and magic ring with the crystal shield. Okay. P bag. Okay. So we got another item bot. And then for time magic, we just got haste, comet, sinkhole, and demi. Demi's interesting because you don't have a unit with high MA, but you do have rather high odds with the demi procs going off. So yeah, why not go for it? P bag is just nice for the regen. Finger guard is just for the anti-mediator stuff. Excuse me. Oh my god. That's pretty much what's going on here. Okay, DWWWWWWW, the Geomancer here with well-balanced amount of PA and MA. And I'm guessing lots of all the Geomancies, yes. And then Steel Heart and Steel Accessory. Giant Axe is nice because I can feel my nose running a little bit. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, this girl's gonna do a lot of damage. Or I'm sorry, damage. The damage will be done. Okay, finally we got Crackpot the Scholar here. Um, okay. With the papyrus plate, interesting. Okay, I didn't see. You don't see this too often. What this does, I believe, it can cast Lich. Yes, it can cast Lich. All right. 108 gems. Overwhelm. What do you got here? Bad Science regen, and then draw out Bizenbo Murasame Kiku. Okay, fair enough. MA save, teleport. Okay, so this guy can actually move around a little bit. Man, I can just barely talk. Just reading Andrew's message about Bees and Boat. I think if you just lower the vertical tolerance and update JP cost to 300, then I think they'd be okay while keeping it at MA times 7 because Bees and Bow still has to be built for it to hurt, you know? Like, we don't want to absolutely neuter draw out. You might want to, you can slap it on the wrist, sure, but don't completely neuter it. I mean, that's why I draw out's amazing. So this guy right here is just gonna semi-support and then hurt things with draw out if he can. And Lich Funsies if he can pull that off as well. I'm interested to see how that's going to work out. For Rex, we got Yarrow the Squire, Eugen the Mystic Knight, okay, Miko the Samurai, and Gyra the Summoner. Okay, did Rex ever update his team at all? I don't remember if he did or he didn't. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, he did not update his team. Okay, I just wanted to double check to make sure. I also want to make sure the streaming is still up and running. Yes, it is. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay. Uh, so we got mostly a fire and earth absorb. That's interesting to absorb two elements like this. Giant Axe Squire of attack up. I'm gonna say Grant Cross. Yes. Very common Grand Cross nowadays, but it still hurts. And then for he's got Accumulate, Heal, and Yell as well. Also has Lay on Hands, a much better resurrection power than Wish for him at this point. Move +1 so he can get in range. 14 PA, which isn't that bad at all. Yeah, this guy's got hurt, so it absorbs fire and earth. This one also absorbs fire and earth right here. Short charge, a Sura knife that absorbs fire. Black robe to boost all three fire, ice, and lightning. Let's see. Well, Andrew and Animazer requested one more match out of me for this night. And then I think that'd be good. Because we'd be going at this for almost 3 hours. I mean, I'm not like super tired, but I just don't want to wear you guys out with so many arena matches either. So I'll add in the Anima Zero Andrew match as the last match of the night, and then next time you guys want to do a match, I could probably do another stream, maybe next Thursday, perhaps if people will be around. It ultimately depends. Back to the Scholar here. This Mystic Knight. Sorry. Recharge, Amped Spell, and Miasma for the status, and then for the Black Magic, another Fire, another Bolt, and another Water, as well as Frog. One thing to note, though, Rex, I'm not sure if you caught this or not, but Faith Up doesn't really help out with another spells that much at all. You're better off going for regular Fire, Ice, and Lightning. That way you can get more out of Faith Up, if that's what you're trying to do. Miko the Samurai here, with Draw Out as well. from the lore, she's got Prism Tribute, Mad Science Regen, and Melt and Quake, as you guys just saw. Murasame and Kiku. Kiku's nice for the Earth healing. You know. 12 MA, Magic Attack up. She should still do some decent damage, at the very least. Oops, sorry about that. And finally, the Summoner here with Magic Attack up. Flame Rod, that's cool. With the Earth Claw, so I'm guessing she's boosting Ifrit and Titan. Yes. Titan will hurt for a little more, though. But Ifrit's nice to get around the Earth Absorb. And then from White Magic, I want to say Raise, Asuna, and Dia. Dia's nice to have as a backup plan in case you run into Earth or Fire Absorb shenanigans. Overall, this is a pretty neat team coming from Rex. Alright, let's see what happens in the first map here. Map 31, Daughter Trade City. This is a small map. And it's nighttime out. Sweet. Alright, we're going to see a comment right off the bat. Now, the bolt didn't really hurt that much. There's an MA save. And Faith up. And GC. Hits for not very much. Thank you, Flash Hat, actually. Flash Hat does have the damage done by Earth. Cut off model actually does hurt, as you see right there. To see what can Crackpot do. Something cool. I was looking for Mad Science and running away. Ifrit didn't quite do enough. There's a frog. Gets blocked, though. Mad Science. And some of that Prism Tribute. Faith up on the Summoner, so her Summon spell's going to hit even harder. Ooh, that Flare Gun. Yeah, Rex is not exactly in a comfortable position right now. Another Fire Heal with Distribute. That's a cool combo right there. And Giant Axe Swing. Hell Ivy. Oh, one thing about Geomancy 2 is now triggers new statuses. So for Hell Ivy, in case Hell Ivy does not trigger Stop anymore, it triggers Slow. See, Ifrit. Ooh, that chemist just barely survived. Just enough for the Prism Tribute to go off, too. And more MA save on the Scholar. So, the boyfriend of DW is still in this. See, another Demi Spell's coming up. Another Fire Healing. But, again, is not really doing too much. In fact, Demi's hurting more than Nether Fire. Double Faith up. And Gusty Wind. Ooh, that hurts. Okay, Scholar's going to go for Murasame. I guess that's what the Overwhelm and MA save is there for. One thing Faith Up is doing for Rex, though, is making the healing that much stronger. High Potion, you would have been better off using X Potion right there, I think. So far, neither team has really gotten the advantage mostly, although Rex, I think, is looking for a very long-term game. Another Slow Proc. And more Prism Tribute. And more Mad Science. The chemist just barely survived that Ifrit, though. Faith up, and then more Faith up. MA save on that Scholar, however. High Potion. Alright, so the chemist does heal himself up. Oh, swing and a miss. Thank you, Blind. That Geomancer was able to just dodge it. More Faith up, so she's more vulnerable to Demi. Summoner, though, is looking for more Ifrit. Instant Ifrit. Ooh, a kill on that Scholar right there. Alright, Crackpot's going to go for another Murasame. 156. Thank you. That's the result of these MA saves. And Flare Gun. Ouch. 263 damage. That's Faith Up backfiring on you right there. And Comet finishes off. I think that was the Samurai. I want to say that. Yeah, that was the Samurai. Hell Ivy. No slow proc. And, oh, that bookshot missed. I would have loved to see a Lich proc go off. But it looks like we're not going to get it, at least not now. Item Bot Canvas is certainly an interesting choice because you have a shield with the item and throw item thing. And you can do all sorts of things with it. That I think is interesting. 100% poison coming up. And it does hit. Demi will stack with the poison, though, and there's a Mad Science once again. It looks like the DW and her companion just took round 1. Her lovely companion, mind you. We're gonna see what happens in round 2. Welcome, Rex, to the stream. You did miss a good chunk of it, but I am currently still recording, so you will see the replay as soon as I'm done streaming. I'm also recording this as well. I made sure that I hit start recording, so I will be able to upload a replay at some point. Okay, large map. We are going to map 46, Balbane Cemetery. Alright, it was a bit of back and forth last match, but DW and her boyfriend was able to take control after those Faith Ups. What happened? Flare Guns and Demis and all that stuff. There's a region of the fire. Auto Poacher can just heal all that away. And Faith Up. That's what kind of backfired for Rex last time. Because of Flare Gun right there. Now she's going to heal herself with another fire. Again, I think Fire 2 or even Fire 1 would have been much better for her. Because another fire doesn't depend on Faith. It just depends on Low Brave. Maybe you've had M8. Oh, Demi. And then a re-raise coming up from the Squire. And more Prism Tribute for the Samurai. Re-raise and Faith Up. Moogle. More Faith Up. Distribute. Nice. Right, more Faith Up. And an MA save. Miasma misses. And another Demi to follow up. Hell Ivy to soften up as well. Rex is definitely in some trouble. And there's Ifrit dropping that male scholar, but he does have re-raise, mind you. And Grand Cross not doing as nearly as much as it should, again, because of the Flash Hat. And of course, Murasame. The Scholar can just tank that all day. Another fire. A little hurt and heal. No auto potion this time. Now the chemist gets dropped. Faith Up on the Summoner, which is a good thing for the Summoner. Well, it's more good for the Summoner than it is for the Mystic Knight at the moment. Oh, Charm lands! Uh-oh. Rex could be in some trouble. Oh, never mind. He has heal, so he should be okay. A block. That would have been nice if the case if she was able to hit DW with it. Yes, Rex. This is your team, the fire and earth absorb team. How Ivy? This is 4-on-3, and Rex can still take this now. That hits right through the evasion. And Ifrit drops 2 people. So Rex is actually right back in this thing. And a full heal giant axe. Wow. Yeah, it'll be a matter of time before we go to round 3. There's an Ifrit. Doesn't quite drop to Scala, but we do see an MA save, however. Down goes the Geomancer once again. Summoner is running low on MP, but she does have Carbuncle. Good amount of MP healing right there. Okay, more Prism Tribute. It's not hurting the time mage that much, but eventually... Ooh, Reflect Emmy. Nothing happened there. Miasma, now we see a Don't Move proc. Quake drops the Scholar. Ifrit. And Murasame. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Ooh, Reflect Netherbolt. That was nice. That was very, very nice. Alright, the Squire can't quite get in there. Swing and a miss there. Oh boy. Quake and more Ifrit. The Squire ain't getting in because of the tankiness of that Time Mage. He can't quite one-shot. Geomancer gets right back up, and she will go for Hell Ivy and snag a crystal. Okay. Squire's not, the Time Mage, excuse me, is not quite dead yet. Still not dead. Now he's dead. Okay. Now we'll be going to round 3. And, oh, no block. I was waiting for the finish. And Dia will finally finish the job. Okay. Good job, Rex. You tie this one up. We are going to a round 3. All right, which will be in map 90, Germana's Peak. It took a long time though for Rex to get that round two victory. Sorry, because of the white robe. Yeah, that's what's been in the flash hat too. That's what's been kind of holding Rex back a little bit. But we are gonna see a frog though coming up. Okay, more regen. Demi, faith up. Oh, that means higher chance of a frog. Oh, but it misses. Whoa. That's a bit unfortunate. This could be the opening that DW might need here. We'll find out. And she's going for a carbuncle instead of something else. I think she knows she's finished. That's most likely what that is. Ooh, what was that? Kiku slash heal? Oh no, it was a sword knife slash heal. Sorry, that's what it was. Okay. Crockpot will go for mad science. Doesn't quite get the kill. Swing and a miss that time. And down goes the chemist. Rex is so far caught in a bit of a sandbag loop. See, lay on hands there. And Beezenboat for just enough damage. See, Miko the Samurai would be looking for more Prism Tribute here. And a raise 1. Alright, DW will charge forward again. And there's a raise 1 that does connect. Let's see, what can the Scholar do? He's going to go for more Beezenboat. Ooh, nice little heal from the Overwhelmed Beezenboat. The chemist will be right there to use poison, because why not? And the Mystic Knight will die anyways. She runs towards her team, though, which is a very smart thing. Comet, just for a very safe 100 flat damage. And if it drops the Scholar, I don't quite know who has this right now. I want to save Rex, but we'll see. Another Comet to drop the Summoner. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, DW's team is not exactly what you call it in the best of positions right now. %97 Frog. Now, I do know Rex's Summoner does carry a Suna, so that shouldn't be that much of a problem for him, even if it, even when it hits. It does hit. Whew. Sorry, guys. I'm doing my best to just simply stay up, to hang in there. However, for a lot of damage. Well, does Geomancy does more damage when you're under the frog status? Oh my god, Frog's casting Frog? Are we gonna see it? Frog casting Frog? DF is just enough to drop him. Oh, too bad. That would have been funny if that actually hit. No, I can still do one more match, Andrew. I have a little bit more energy left in me. I just have to bear with it. There's the Asuna. So yeah, I think it'll be a matter of time before Rex does ultimately take this one. Miasma misses. And Crackpot will be looking for more mad science. He's trying to keep the team afloat here, but Rex is definitely on the hunt right now. And amped the spell. Nice for getting rid of Reflect. So now the spell just actually pierce right through Rex's Time Age. And a quick Murasame heal. Kiku drops the Chemist once again. Another water. MA save. Refreshing haste with the L. Ooh, that 283 damage Titan. That, honest to God, hurts. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, that Samurai teleport so far is serving Rex quite well. Acting as an anti-sandbag. Dia Snipe. Yeah, that Squire is being extremely passive. See a whack. Okay, if this frog hits it, then it's pretty much over. Like, it won't even matter what Rex can try. And that's it. Yeah, this is pretty much it. MA save. We're just looking for the last kill and blow. And there it is. Oh, man. Woo. Okay. I'm going to set one more match for everyone. And then that will be it for the night. There we go. Okay. Alright, guys. This is the last match of the night. And then we're gonna call it. And then we're gonna call it a night. This has been quite a very fun stream. I'm glad you guys are really enjoying yourselves. I just want to say thank you very much for tuning in. I'll definitely be doing more of these streams in the future, and I'll be doing more than just FFT Arena streams. I'll be doing other streams of some other any other RPG games, platformers, anything I can manage for you guys, I'll be able to do it. Um, that'll be in the distant future, but until then, yeah, this has been pretty awesome. We got one more bonus match for everyone, and this could be between Andrew's Magical Knights on top and Anima Zero's team, which is known as ZX Advent. All right, last match of the night. We got a Wise Dude, the Mystic Knight, a Wise Man, the Mystic Knight, a Wise Lady, the Mystic Knight, and a Wise Woman with the Mystic Knight. Okay. This is my first time looking at this team, so it'll take me a little bit. Let's see. Mursama, does that prevent Berserk? Yeah, prevents Berserk. Okay. A Status Inflictor, pretty much. For the very most part, from what I'm looking at here. Amp to Spell, and then from Union Magic, Spell Absorb, Zombie. Ooh, lots of status spells from this guy right here. Move MP up and absorb MP. Fair enough, fair enough. A curious choice of using Escutcheon 2 for this one, as opposed to like an Aegis Shield to prevent Innocent. Are you perhaps just relying more on evasion than anything else? I mean, I'm not saying Escutcheon 2 is a bad choice by any means. I just find it to be a rather curious choice. And of course, Absorb MP will keep this guy's MP up. This one right here was 16 PA with Attack Up FS Bag. What's all this here? We got Amp Cure, Amp Dispel, and Miasma. And from Time Magic, we got Haste 2, Comet, and Balance. I'm guessing Attack Up is supposed to add more to the Amp Cure, making him like a super healer. And then Balance with a high HP to boot as well. That will be very interesting to see. And move MP up as well. So high HP, Balance, Mystic Knight. That'll be cool to watch. Can't wait to see how that's gonna work. Black Magic Mystic Knight. Kiyomori, Aegis Shield, Crystal Hell. Yeah, you're pimping her out with the MA. That's the way you need to do things. And that's how you do things. No Spellblade. No Spellblade. Okay. This is definitely very interesting. And then for Black Magic, where are you? Wizard? There we go. We got Holy Frog, Water, Nether Water, Water 2. Okay. Awesome. And with the magic attack up, yeah, this girl's gonna hurt. Interestingly enough, you don't bring recharge with her. I would have thought maybe if you drop one of the water spells, you can make room for recharge. Oh, I have to input the... Oh, whoops. Input the female stats. Okay. What am I missing here then? With the female one. Let me just take a quick look. Hold on. Don't worry, I can always just teach her in the game, so it's not that big of a deal. I just have to remember to do that. Okay, I'm guessing, yeah, you were gonna have recharge on both ladies, right? If I'm, yeah, I think recharge. Yeah, I could just teach you the skills. It's fine. Yeah, I did not catch that. That you're supposed to put F in the Mystic Knight when you're doing a female one. But no. Otherwise, thanks for pointing that out before I began the match with it. Because I was going to say, why don't you have recharge? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Either way, yeah, she's gonna hit like a truck. She's gonna hit like a truck, no doubt. And this is the white magic variant of the Mystic Knight. From the priest, you got Cure 2, Cure 4, Raise 2, Shell, Asuna Dia. Cool, then. Okay. So very magic based. I like that. We're gonna find out how that will work against AZ's team, which we got Prometheus, the Geomancer. Vent, the Ninja. Pandora, the Geomancer. And Ali, the Oracle. Alright, so we got a Berserk Gambler's Axe Geomancer. Wow. Crap, this guy's gonna hurt. They attack up Gambler's Axe, and then the Gale Toss would just add for more added damage. Oh boy. Yeah, you're really going all the way with this guy with a high PA. I know the Gale Toss's damage is dependent on speed, but with that much attack power, that might not even matter. Just as long as it finishes him off. For punch art, otherwise, it's typical punch art stuff in case his gory play should ever get stolen. But yeah, he has a lot of physical evade, though. Lots of physical evade. That'll be interesting to see. Itembot Ninja with short and spell edge, so oil and faith combo. Got a little bit of counter shenanigans going on. From the ninja class, just Masogi, and then pretty much all the items here. Cool, cool. Teleport's a good choice, so he can move around the field a lot. And high HP too, so this guy can take a beating and can still dish out some punishment. This right here, the Geomancer, magic attack up summon magic, 108 gems, so she can boost all of her summon magic funsies. We got Ifrit, Leviathan, Titan, Fairy, Carbuncle. That's really cool. And then anything from the Geomancy. Just Hell Ivy. Huh. Alright, yeah, that's fine. The 15 MA is still going to hurt regardless. And Robe of Lords is a good choice because you want to obviously keep the MP up. You know, you don't want her to remember, you don't want her to be running out of MP anytime soon. So there's a good choice there. And finally, the Oracle, White Magic. Typical support Oracle, I'm going to say. Douse, Paralyze, Sleep, yep. And Cure 3, Cure 4, Raise 2, Asuna. Yeah, it's a very standard Oracle. Not much else to say about her. I don't mean that as a bad thing. It's just that it's a very typical and a very effective unit to build at that. Okay. So, round 1 will be taking place at Maplan or Napalm. Alright guys, I hope you have the stamina like I do. This has been quite the fun stream. Alright, Dia gets blocked off the bat. 48% Petrify. Oh! Ouch. Ouch. And the short charge Paralyze. Oh, that misses. Lucky. Ninja does not get hit with the Petrify. Triple Panel Haze. There's a Holy. That's going to hurt. Oh, that gets blocked! That Holy got blocked, and that Titan does a shit ton of damage. God damn. A low heal action, but that won't matter. Good God almighty. Well, that was a very short and convincing round 1. Oh God! Oh, God damn. Okay, can Anima Zero make it 2-0 here, and his 2-0 sweep? As we head out to map 70, Noveska Temple. Oh boy, this might be the last round of the night. Maybe not. Who knows? But goddamn, Andrew, AZ just rocked your world. Rocked your socks off. Those two Geomancers. We're gonna see if if Magic can indeed get his fair shot. There's the other thing too. The Geomancer luckily blocked Holy, and that was like a 9 out of 10 shot. Like that still should have hit. But alas, it did not. Not much you can really do about that. Comet. Holy drops that Geomancer. And there's a Douse. There's an Oil Proc. Oh no! Oh my god. 529 damage after Holy. I mean, 529 damage after that Oil Proc happened. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god! Wow, that's a hard-hitting Gyarados. Woo! And that's it. Oh god. I'm sorry, Andrew, that had to end the way it did for you, but that's FFT Arena for you. Yes, thank you all very much for tuning in to my stream. This has been great fun. Looking forward to do this again sometime next week. Until then, this is Baron signing off.